When I was a kid, my family had moved into a new home. We were just settling into the new house and everything was going good. Until one night, probably 2 weeks after moving in, I went to bed with a weird feeling about my room. I can't describe the feeling. I just felt uncomfortable and off. I woke in the middle of the night, cold. I opened my eyes and was about to get out of bed to grab another blanket. I stopped before I could even move an inch. An old, lean, pale man was staring at me from the corner of my room, not moving. His wide, bloodshot red eyes were the first thing I saw. I was shocked. Adrenaline went through my body. I tried to say something, ask who he was maybe, but nothing came out. I reckon I fainted from fear and stress, because the next thing I knew it was morning. I didn't want to say anything to my parents, in fear of seeming crazy. Stupid, I know. The landlord came over that evening and talked about the house and how it was going. He asked my parents if they had any idea about the death of a man that had occurred in the house. A shiver went through my body as I froze in fear. I looked up at my parents, who looked as concerned as I was. The landlord chuckled and said, "It's seriously nothing to worry about. It was a natural death, not a murder." I still felt uncomfortable about the death. It made me think, what if the man I saw last night was him? Before my parents could say anything, a man walked past our house and just stared at it for a couple of seconds before saying, "Nice house, isn't it?" It startled the landlord a bit as I saw him flinch. I could hear my parents talking to the man, but I didn't know what they were saying. I was more focused on where I'd seen this man before. Then it hit me. He looked exactly the same as the man I saw last night. I was shocked, and I got a sudden hit back to reality when I heard the man said, "Don't know if you know this, but my twin brother used to live here. He died of old age, unfortunately." At this point, I really wanted to say something to my parents about the man I saw yesterday night, but I couldn't do it. I didn't want to sound stupid. Later that night, we had a phone call from the previous owner's family. I could hear the conversation since my mom put the call on speaker so my dad could talk to them as well. I was sitting on the couch playing my Nintendo DS just listening to the conversation. I see the old owner has a twin brother. He walked past our house this evening. "What's his name?" my mom asked. The call went silent for a couple of seconds. I dropped my Nintendo DS. My body felt weak, and I almost threw up. The previous owner never had a twin brother," a member from the family on the call replied. "The man I saw in my room last night, and the man that walked past our house that day, was the ghost of the old dead owner."